see about this fantasy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. See, I got that shit turned on.
man.
When we start recording, we actually put it in the door, so you'll be able to feel it a little bit more than not. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure that part out.
I don't give y'all no air.
So we have an air conditioner right there.
But
When we recording, it's picking up on the air conditioner running.
right.
So it sounds.
But until then though.
Yeah, we can turn it on.
Man, oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think about it. You know, I ain't really.
Oh, that motherfucker, that is an original air conditioning.
Like, that's why like that's old school, nigga.
I thought that motherfucker was gonna say.
Nah,
that motherfucker might say bird. Right.
Gotta jump start and take 20 minutes. I don't know why I didn't think about that when I came in here. I was just like, I'm turn the fan up.
At least the room will be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And then, honestly, at some point, we just gonna have to suffer through it because I doubt that we're gonna be able to.
No.
Record.
Totally, yeah. You gotta turn off when you record, but the room will get cool until that time. Oh, what up, cut ups? Welcome to Smoking Legal.
Hey!
I'm joining you today from Two Chicks and a Dick podcast. We're waiting on the other chick right now. Trust me, she's coming though. But until then, let me introduce you to my friend. Well, you know what? Let me let my friend introduce herself. One, she is an incredible black woman. One of the melanated motivations that I look to. She is smart, along with beautiful. She has been with me several times before. Me and her were associated with the same record label. She made a lot of positive things happen to me. I enjoy watching her growth, hearing her story. I consider knowing her a blessing, and she's just an all-around phenomenal woman. Please, let people know who you are.
Hey y'all, it's Miss Wells, aka Oprah Diddy, aka Latoya Wells, aka your PR and marketing guru here in Nashville, Tennessee. We are honored to have Taz tonight on our podcast called Two Chicks and a Dick Podcast, which you can find on any podcast platform. So Google, Apple, Anchor, Breaker, you get the point. Wherever you're listening to podcasts at, Two Chicks and a Dicks is there. We have a unique concept that we do here at this podcast, and it's just basically a group of dope individuals coming together to have unfiltered conversations about any and everything. So we might talk about sex, we might talk about money, we might talk about people with badass kids, and we also might get to the point where we're talking about what's our final straw. So I'm interested to see what comes out of our topic jar that we're working on tonight, so that way we can see what Taz has to bring to the table for us.
This is dope.
This is dope. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh, Castbox as well. That's why I actually listen to my podcast. And I got a little app called Castbox.
Castbox. We are on Castbox. We are. Yes. So when we say anywhere. So we got a couple of interesting topics tonight. Is there anything that is off limits for you?
No. My life is an open book. I don't have any secrets.
Okay.
I don't have any secrets. I live my truth so nobody can use it against me.
Listen, I'm with you on that. If I tell the truth now, I ain't gotta remember what I told you later.
Nor can you embarrass me with my truth.
Come on now.
You can't do it.
I agree. You know, sometimes you gotta make some. You gotta go through some hard things and make some bad decisions, so that way you can acquire some wisdom.
It makes for a better story.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. If everything was just A-okay and good all the time, it wouldn't be no fun.
A movie with nothing happening in it, that's not a good movie. You need a climax. You need some struggle. You need some backstory to make that character come alive. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm with you on that. I'm 100% with you on that. I don't need too much though. Like just a little bit of spice.
This is true. Don't my mind tell me I got like water or.
Oh, I do.
Ooh, you care. You care.
I've got waters. If you drink, we have liquor. I actually forgot to bring.
Oh, this is good. This is
that's it.
This
Oh,
is professional now.
Listen.
Yes, absolutely. Talk to me.
This is. I'm gonna shamelessly plug this, but
No.
juices from Forbidden Blends, 1,000 milligrams.
Oh, you gotta check this shit out.
Super fucking strong. Yeah.
Forbidden juices. CSC drinks. Oh, you can't beat that. Here's the Instagram right here. Shout out to all 20 people that's here right now. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and I appreciate that.
So feel free. I don't know. These are all 3 different flavors. Pick one on me. Tell me how you like it.
Okay, what are the
He
flavors?
doesn't. That's it. These are the only 3 that I have.
Right.
Right
But
now.
which ones are which? How do you know? Does it
It's
say it?
actually I can find it.
I'm gonna go with the red top. Niggas in red. We just got like.
Do red.
Give me the red.
Do the red. They all strong as fuck. I would say that.
Like so be. Yeah.
Like it don't take a whole lot.
I went with
But
the
if
red.
If you want to, then you know.
No. I listen. I'm one of the people when people say it's strong, it don't take much. Believe them. I believe them. They've obviously had it.
She should be getting here any minute.
I ain't got nothing but time.
You know, I did my homework before I came in here, so I don't need to.
So you did your homework. Also, you ain't under no rush right now.
No.
Go check.
I hope we get a good topic. They are pretty interesting, but of course it's gotta have something fun.
We're not limited, right? Like
We can talk about whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Do we only pick one topic and that's the entire podcast, or do we
No.
continue? We keep
So
going, right?
it just goes. So we start here, and then we go all around here.
I like it.
And then we end up back there at the end. But yeah, it never just stays like where it needs to be at.
I like it. This is major. I like the microphones. I want one of these. That's cool.
I want to try. I'm gonna try this on my Facebook too. Let's see. So you are on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube right now live.
YouTube Live.
Mm-hmm.
So ask your people, do they have some topics they want to know? Anything they want? Anything y'all want us to talk about today? Because we can talk about it.
Smoking Legal Crew, shout out to you guys. Let's treat this like a question and answer as well. If there's anything that you would like to know, no topic is too taboo, no question is off limits. Anything you would like to know about myself or either one of the 2 chicks from the 2 Chicks in the Dick podcast, feel free to ask it in the comments. Or if you just want to watch and chill, that's Gucci too. Yeti. What up, skinny? You know I'm coming to the wedding for sure.
topics that I got some shit I want to talk about.
Okay.
But I'm gonna let the universe do what the universe is gonna do, and see if the universe wants me to talk about it. Cause maybe it doesn't.
If the universe bring it to you that made you want to talk about it, that might be it right there. Don't ignore the universe.
I feel like I need to.
Okay.
So, let's see how this goes. Not quite. I don't know. It's been a lot going on. Life has been interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm waiting till Rachel get in here and let Rachel see if she has anything pressing. I know last week, do you know SD Surfs Up? He's an artist out of Udalin. I know he's from Memphis.
I feel like I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with the music. You
Uh,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He just released a single called Mode, that is actually a pretty decent track. But he came up from Memphis last week and the week before last he was here, and then last week we had Charles Robinson come in.
Major.
And yeah, that like I don't think people understood how geeked up I was, because I'm like, to be able to get him to sit down for an hour and give you conversation was like, this is dope.
That's major.
And to have it as a memory it was really important for me too. So I'm excited. So I've got you, which you have always been on like my list of people I want to work with in some type of aspect. I've got to work with Jeffo. I'm trying to get Hollywood to come in here and do an episode and see how
that'll be good.
See how that works out. And then I would love to do a JMP the label reunion and bring all three of you in here. And Gino, I gotta bring
Everybody
Gino
has branched
too.
off and done shit, and that's dope.
That would be really nice. That would be dope.
That tree has produced some good fruit.
A lot of good things happen. Like, when I look back in retrospect at what we were doing then, we were like on some other shit then.
And we were on some, I also believe that we were on some for real, like, major label type shit as far as a vibe. Like, we had to be our own streets, and we're literally going out and putting up posters and handing out flyers, handing out CDs of the compilation. We're having to get them printed ourselves. We're going to do shows in Kentucky. We trying. Do you feel what I'm saying? I do also believe that it's true what they say when they say it takes more than regular money to run a record company, because it's only so much you can do with only so much bread. You know what I mean? To where if you have a little bit of backing, if you can have someone that's gonna take on, okay, I'm gonna take on the CDs, or I can provide the like, in real life situations, we're having to come up with gas money. We're having to come up with money to buy these CDs. Jeffo's burning them. You have to you just need a little. You need a little
more.
Yeah.
We had the structure. Undeniably, I feel like we had laid the platform where we had all of the key pieces at JMP the label. We lacked a little bit of experience, and we lacked the financial aspect. So
it comes a point to where you really do need financial backing.
Yeah.
Even if it's not much, just some.
Yeah, because at that point, like, I remember
you could tell this shit is strong.
I told you.
You can smell it.
I told you.
Dude.
I told you. I was not joking.
You do not down this.
No. You
No,
sip.
no, you
That's a
sip
sip.
this.
You gotta take that one slow, cause that one gon' that
Man,
one
as soon
gonna
as you
hurt
open it, you can smell the cannabis. Oh my God, dude. Forbidden Blends online. Forbidden Blends on Instagram as well. Our mission at Forbidden Blends is to provide the highest quality infused beverages on the market. We offer the finest local source ingredients at our therapeutic blends are manufactured with the highest regard for potency, health, and a quality elevated experience.
Oh, what is going on?
Somebody just, I swear, I have no idea what it says. Somebody just texted me, Peekaboo, I see you live. Who? This number's not saved in this number ain't saved in my contacts, so I don't know who it is. It's just a phone number. Who is this? I mean, not like you would know, but I'm just thinking to myself, who could this be?
Oh no, but I know that my damn. So, do you know anything about?
Oh, okay. It's a fellow YouTuber. His name is Dan Blair. Shout out to Blair. What up, cut up?
Ask him if he got some topics. He got
He reviews
questions.
CBD as well.
Oh, okay.
It was a hot day in Nashville. I had been wondering where the heat was at because I was like, how the fuck is it May and it's 60 degrees? I absolutely regret it already.
Yeah, it was way too fucking hot.
Way too high, right? Like it's the heat is miserable.
I went outside. I went outside and walked around like our block, I guess, and was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna back out."
Yeah, this ain't. It's like, yeah.
It's too much. Look, here we go. How about this?
What
Let's
up,
make
man?
this fun.
Okay.
Pick a topic. That's our baby. Hold on, let me put a couple more in there. Let me put a couple more in there just to spice it up and make it fun. And then we're gonna put it in a cup and I'm gonna let you go ahead and pick it on live so these people can know that we really do our topics
Random.
right off of the top of our head. We don't get no prefacing. You can't plan for this.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna follow these up because I feel like I can't get to the bottom.
Okay. Do it however you feel like it.
I'm gonna check it out on this like Yahtzee. Ain't that the game who do that? I'm not sure, but it sounds familiar. These are the topics. This is our topic jar.
Okay.
Oh man, the headphones alone bring back memories. I haven't had a set of headphones on.
You feel like you need to.
It
You
make
got
you
a
miss.
song? You got something you need to let
It
out?
make you miss the booth. It really do. It makes you miss the booth, but at the same time, it's one of those things to where the relationship with me and rapping and music and the industry was such a. I was so in love and so hurt that it didn't work out, but I can't revisit that.
You know, that's so crazy that you said that because just last night I was having this conversation with one of my, I call him like, he's on my board of directors. He's somebody that I come to when I need sound advice.
Right.
And I was telling him, like, I spent 10 years plus, like, in this industry trying to figure it out and make something. And I kind of feel like at year 10, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, I love marketing and PR, so that's never going to change. But I think as hard as I went for artists, especially in Nashville, my passion for that is not the same. And I don't know if it's because you don't get the same experience when you go to like Atlanta at work or LA or a big city where people are like business focused. It feels like I'm pulling teeth for just simple stuff around here, and I'm like, it shouldn't be this hard.
I can honestly say that to me, Nashville is the only city that I've been in to where they don't support the local artists. Like when I go to Atlanta and turn on the radio, you hear songs that you don't hear anywhere else because these people haven't even made it out of Atlanta yet. They're playing their local artists. They're playing dude from the east side. They're playing Lil Buddy that you ain't broke yet. You feel what I'm saying? You go to Florida, you go to Memphis, you go everywhere you go, they play their local artists.
Yeah.
Here, if you try to get DJs to play the local artists, they're like, play who? Why? Like, who is he? Who is he signed to anybody yet? Is he a fit? Like, no, but this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get on in your city first. Like, you know what I mean? Rep for your city, but I don't know what that is. Like, I was just listening to the story about 42 Doug. He was doing an interview, and Gotti was saying that one of the reasons that he signed 42 Doug is because he went to Detroit, and that's where he's from. And he's seen how much love that he was getting in Detroit. It's like, man, his city loved him. They play him on the radio. He was doing shows. Even he wasn't a major. He was a local artist. But that's the thing. You need to. That's your proving ground. Like, oh, your city loved you, and let me take him to every city. In Nashville, they won't do that. They will look at you sideways.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. It used to be better back in the day. Like maybe like the Quanti Cash, Cool Daddy Fresh Air, because Quanti was on the radio. But that's when they would do that. They would have like a local top 99 or you feel what I'm saying, to where the DJ had some kind of control. Maybe that's what it was. Because now they have what is that called? When the person it's already picked out what they're gonna play before they even get there. The DJ is
just
top
they host.
The program director, that's what it is.
Yeah.
The songs are pre-programmed. You might go to the radio and your job is the DJ from 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. You're not picking the songs. It's already programmed in the routine of and how they're gonna go. You're just talking in between and saying a little different stuff, but you're not even choosing what song to play. That's wild to me.
It really just it I don't know. It just the music industry here is just a a love-hate experience because I love it. I mean, there's no other city that you will go to that gives you the smorgasbord that Nashville does. But I think just that not being able to work together part of it, it makes it difficult. And no one wants to always be like, woe is Nashville, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we kind of caught in that, well, why can't we do something? Why are we not producing? Why are we so bad? Because that's a common conversation, but...
This is true, but sometimes you can't shy away from the answer, even though if 2 + 2 is 4, no matter how many people write down 4. You feel what I'm saying? So the answer is that nobody, even though it's woe, is that really is part of the problem, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like in Nashville or in other cities, people are stars in their city. In Nashville, it almost seems like people have, for lack of a better word, a dick riding complex. They don't want to be necessarily a fan of you, and people be like, man, you all on that person, like they somebody, like they made it. Like I can't support them.
Yeah.
Like I got, even with Buck. Buck was popping. Him and DT had songs was popping. They was doing good locally, but it wasn't like, oh man, Buck from Nashville. That's what. But when he went out, when he got signed by G Unit, and everybody like, oh, he's with. Then it was like, man, I've been messing with Buck. Yeah, Buck, Nashville artist, young Buck. He's on the news and everything. They're like, oh, now y'all fuck with me. Like, Buck and DT been making music for years.
Yeah.
But now, oh, he's signed now. Like Nashville, everybody was. Channel 2 News couldn't wait to claim Young Buck. You feel what I'm saying? Like local artists signed to a major label deal with like.
But that's like that hurt and helped him too, because he was embraced by Nashville, but his demise also came from Nashville in a sense too. I think, and now not to dismiss his actions, because his actions is what led up to it, but Nashville goes hard on fuck Buck. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I think that is now. I think Nashville goes hard on fuck Buck now, but I think that comes from not getting love back, because when Buck did blow up, it ain't like he fucked with Nashville tough. Yeah, he said cash for Tennessee in his songs and stuff like that, but as far as giving back to Nashville, it wasn't a thing. Like, okay, Ludacris gets on. After his first album, the very next album, he's screaming DTP. He signed 5 people from Atlanta and putting them on the forefront. You feel me? He got Titty Boy, 2 Chainz before it was 2 Chainz. Nelly gets on. Very first thing he do after he dropped his first album, even on his first, I was saying Lunatics now. Yeah. Now I got 5, 6 more people repping the city. People was doing that for the city. Buck got on. People was thinking, oh, he probably finna put out detail. Absolutely not. You think he finna do this, and like be putting no. And not saying to introduce them to Dre or to get them on with that people, but you got some money to invest in your city. You have that pool now that you can go to the local radio station and say, this is my artist.
Yeah.
And he's on that level, but no. It's like he came back and really, really repped Nashville and started fucking with Nashville tough after the G Unit fallout.
I can see that too.
Like
I would have to agree with you on that part too.
Like now, let me go back home. Well, you know
now
what?
I need you.
You know what? I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna go home.
I want my people back.
This ain't the Bible, baby. You can't be the prodigal son in this business.
That's true, because they ain't gave him.
Now everybody looking at you, oh, like now you, and we don't know, it's like, oh, now you fucking that. Now you have a 615 records that you ain't dropping nobody out. Okay, now. But when you was in the spotlight.
To really do that.
Come on now.
And honestly, maybe if he would have took advantage of that when he had the opportunity to, his situation could have been a little bit different than how it panned out. So.
In my humble opinion. Now, maybe I shouldn't be speaking like that because we had ties to Buck, so it's some personal shit in there. Like I remember me, Jeff, T.I., Trouble, we all in the studio together with Buck. You feel what I'm saying? I remember digging through the couches because we got enough to get a blunt but we don't got no money for the cigar. So now we're trying to find $1 to get the cigar. I remember when things happened, we had to go pick up Buck and because he done had a falling out with his gal, or I remember when he called Jeffo to have Jeffo give him a ride, and mad at Jeffo because he wouldn't take him to go meet Juvenile. And it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. It was like shit like that. And you know, when you're in those groups together and you form that bond, because it becomes a family bond, because we're here in the studio 18, 19 hours a day.
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
Sorry, Mike.
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
So when you're in the studio, you know, you make those promises to people of, and if we ever whoever get on, I'm gonna come back and get you. I'm gonna come back and get you if we get on. Then that happens. You're like,
Is there water
happened?
over there? Yeah, let me get the water. Thanks, because this one I got to sip on mine.
No, I agree with you 100% on that.
You need to charge it?
That's why I tread lightly on that subject. Because you know people do what they do.
No,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
it's not a knock on Buck. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Because let me say that Buck has never done anything against me or to wrong me, so I can't look at him any other way than
As David. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't done anything to me to make me feel.
And I'm not
some
one of them
type
people
way.
that if you fucked over this person, no, I treat people how they treat me. I judge people on how they treat me. You feel what I'm saying? So,
These are you. These are for you too. But Rachel,
Thank you.
the socialite, me, Taz.
I'm not that social today. I got a toothache like crazy, so.
it's all good. Nice
I'm
to meet you.
normally hyper than this.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're also live on my YouTube channel. It's called Smoking Legal.
Okay.
So we coach you. I just want to let you know that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I took some topics and we converted them into this makeshift topic jar.
Okay, so I don't can pull it up.
No, y'all can figure that out however y'all want to. I don't know if you want to pick it out, you want him to pick it out, but we're going to see what the universe has for us this evening.
You the guest. You can go ahead and pick it out.
Okay.
What the universe want us to talk about?
Are we already recording right now?
We ain't on yet. We just gonna pre-phase and then we gonna hit go.
I'm gonna cut this off real quick.
Yeah.
I'll do the honors and reading it.
Thank you.
Let's see. There was one in there I wanted to
Oh,
talk
excuse me.
about. I wonder if the universe is gonna be
Okay, let's see what the universe gave. Oh, how do you know when it is time to leave someone alone? This was one. That's not the one. That was
That
the
is
one.
the one. That's for the universe. The universe gave it to me to pull out. So
That's a great one because I just was having a conversation with somebody about that today.
I could use some conversation about that. So I'm interested in hear how this is gonna go.
So, what's your YouTube channel?
Smoking Legal.
Okay.
Hey, Smoking Legal,
We're
Rachel's
recording.
here. All right.
On my channel, I review CBD, hemp products, all that type of shit.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I have a gift for y'all.
You got the
Ooh,
weed?
I love when people
But
bring
you
gifts.
got some weed.
It's CBD. This is one of my strains. These are my pre-rolls. It's called Taz's Gift.
Oh, thank you.
That's sativas.
Oh, I was smoking some
Oh, I'm always
So
up for
they
gifts.
chop- you gotta-
Okay, well, yeah, because I don't. I'm
They
not
chop
just-
them so you push on. You see this little button on the back?
Yeah.
You push that, and then you go up. So they slide out like that.
Oh,
Does
wow.
this make you high? Does CBD make you high?
Is it more relaxing?
It's more of a body feel, like a chill.
Oh,
you feel
God,
what I'm
I
saying?
can't. God knows how to put people in your because I'm going through this toothache, and I got this.
Oh, that's
I got a
love.
root canal in the morning, but I need to give me some through the night. Oh my God, thank you.
And it's gonna have you feeling like chill, relax. You know.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Be
you.
glad
I
ain't
definitely
like
will
up
be
in
hitting
here.
you up.
Yes, nice. Yo.
Oh.
He brought gifts.
You have to go to get them. There's a company called Monroe Farms, so you have to go online to get them. I don't sell them personally.
Gotcha.
It's more of a royalty type of thing.
Okay.
They use my name and likeness. I picked out the bud that I wanted to go in there,
Okay.
and then they do the
Look
labels.
into it, thank you.
And this is my slogan that I always say on YouTube: self-love is the
Self-love
bud.
is the best love.
Facts.
Excuse me, thank you. Did you tell them we wanted to get into the YouTube portion of it? Like, do our YouTube? Did you tell them about that?
He actually came when he
Was that last week?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the same. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Because I wasn't here last week.
No,
this is a different person?
This is a different person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, he came back? Okay.
Different person.
All right. But he is one that
Yes.
can help. Okay. Perfect.
He
Do you need the plug for it, or you was able to put it in the computer? Because I had brought the actual.
Computer. The only bad.
Oh, you want it down?
I was trying to move the back some so they would.
Oh, you know what? I have the plug, so let me put it in the wall, and then we can move it back.
Why y'all do that? Come on. I need to grab my because it's big lips.
Don't close the door.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
No, I should have brought my extra long one,
No.
and I didn't bring it. I think it's charging. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So we gonna try this. Don't fix my hair.
I didn't know. I didn't put no makeup on. You know, I literally got off the computer and came on.
So y'all gonna get what y'all got on this Facebook Live?
But this would be
recording
great
tonight.
if this goes well. This is you on your page. There we go. There we go. The
Okay.
phone just. I'm trying to. You're gonna have to probably unlock it because you know it's gonna lock. While you on, you're gonna have to turn the lock off. Oh, let me do it really quickly. You're gonna have to turn the lock off, the security portion off, because it'll keep locking. Is it your live going right now? Let me. Sorry, y'all. It's a test run. We'll be right back. Okay. Settings. Secure. Do this one. What you call it? And then I'm going to turn it off for now, and then I can turn it back on before you leave.
Okay.
You know your iCloud password? Because if not, I can put mine up there.
Is that a restaurant?
Yeah, so go that last door to the end to your right. Because I can put the what's the name phone up here, the Android, and it's on our Two Chicks and a Dick live page. Okay, that's that. It's tight now.
Girl, what is my iCloud password? Girl, what is my iCloud
That's your daughter.
password? Yeah, look for it.
I'm gonna put us on live on ours too, on Two Chicks and a Dick. I just don't have another stand, so I need to bring my light too, so it can be in here. And it can go right here.
And we can do a whole nother angle off of that.
I have one, but I'm about to order a new one because mine's is small like that, and I like the big one. This will go right here.
It's already down. I think two blessed.
What that?
Let me go in here.
Two blessed exclamation point. That's
I tried it and that wasn't right. I can't even remember what I was. I think we had to change it when I did.
No, we didn't change.
Are you from Nashville?
Born and raised,
Oh,
raised in
that's
Glaze,
fine.
and that's what's up.
Born and raised in Chicago.
Okay.
I've been here 4 years. It'll be 4 years in June. Next
How you
month.
like it?
It's growing on me. It's growing on me.
I like Chicago. Chicago's good. Do some of that JJ's fish.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I miss, of course, is food. But I go home at least twice a month, so I at least get to get it because everybody's there. Everybody's at home. mom, dad, everyone.
That's one thing I did love about when I was in Chicago. It could be 3 in the morning and you
You
can
gonna
find
get some food?
good food, not just like down here you live with it. You crystals.
Yeah, you gonna get some good
you gonna get
food.
some good
And
food.
some hood food if you go to the right
For
spot.
sure. For sure. I love that.
All right, you got it.
They're gonna get the view we get there today.
It unlocked it.
This motherfucker weak. Like, get a little strength. I got yourself, little fan.
All right, y'all gonna have to deal with it.
Anybody else do that?
Okay, we trying this out.
Yeah, that'll work.
This is what they're gonna get.
Charge a piece to
Oh.
the handle. For the little stand.
Definitely.
$20 stand.
Okay. That'll work.
Okay, yeah.
It's on.
Pressure, you sit down so I can see if you move. These handles, they gonna see my back, but I'm good with that.
Unless you come to this one.
That's
Oh.
his on YouTube.
Oh, wait, you don't want to be
Yeah,
in front of
he
it. No, I'm
on
saying
YouTube.
come to that chair if you was gonna be in it, but you gotta operate
Oh,
everything
but
from
then
there.
I would be
Okay.
in the angle. It'd be fine. Y'all see me? Look, Taz gave us some CBD,
Yes. Off of his.
CBD.
Okay.
Oh, no, ain't nobody out there. They don't give a fuck. They gonna come.
Oh, I need to go. You live on Facebook, right?
Yes,
Oh.
but it's on mine.
That's on yours. So should I go live on Facebook for us or just go on Instagram live?
Go on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. That
All
was
right.
on here live.
So-
All right, y'all. So we're gonna do a test around.
You ran them down like all the
Oh.
phone on vibrate. That's pretty much it.
Phone on vibrate.
Alright.
Let's do a quick mic check so I can make sure everybody is comfortable with their sound. Alright. Come on.
Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, like this.
I feel good. I feel all right.
Mic check 1, 2.
I'm making it. I'm gonna make it work today, y'all.
I'm gonna roll 1, 2.
When I first walked in, I said, "Oh, we got Neo in the studio." God damn, we moving up.
We made it.
Shit, I was like, I know 20 new people, but I didn't know we had Neo
I'm
coming.
gonna get it right
Yeah.
of friends in this motherfucker.
I'm trying to keep that on the low though. You know what I mean? I got a whole nother life out here.
Damn, we making moves.
I get told that a lot.
Okay, I see that. It's all in your like.
He missed the should have been. He should be a Mr. Superstar. Ain't no should have been the is. You are. Look, he got people on the YouTube coming to holler at us,
I like
smoking
it.
legal,
I like it.
mixed with 2 chicks and a dick.
Two
This
chicks
is
and a
something
dick.
new.
All right, y'all.
The name is dope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two
We just
chicks and
2
a dick.
chicks that like to keep our dicks optional.
We like to keep our dicks optional.
Okay.
People, y'all are getting first look in the studio of 2 chicks and a dick. So
Yes, this is the official
This is the
studio.
official,
Welcome
y'all.
everybody to the official 2 Chicks and
2
a
chicks
Dick
and a dick
setup.
live. We might be doing this, so tell us how you like it. Thanks to this gentleman, he brought his YouTube channel, so we was like, okay.
Boss us up. Yes, boss us up.
All right. Oh, quick test run. We do-
Yeah, we do a quick rundown before we actually
This
start.
area? We're gonna have
If you
to.
code,
No,
then-
I'm saying with the noise.
I can hear it, but I can't.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to get mid.
Hey Kim, we glad people excited that we live. All right.
Hey people.
We'll go live
Hey y'all.
then.
But just to do a quick test run on here, Taz, since this is your first time coming on to the show, of course we know that you're going to be a natural with this, but we just kind of, we do our intro and then we jump into it. Our intro sounds a little bit like Welcome to 2 Chicks and a Dick podcast,
Okay.
where a group of dope individuals come together and have unfiltered conversations about any and everything.
Okay.
I am Miss Wells, aka Oprah Diddy, and you guys can follow me on Instagram at It's Just Miss Wells.
I'm your girl Rachel J, your socialite, and you can follow me on IG at RAJones31. Facebook is Rachel A. Jones. And then, of course, y'all, every week we have a new guest.
We got Dick.
We got a Dick this week in the studio.
We got Dick.
Oh, we good dick too. This ain't just dick. No,
It's good Dick.
No.
And so we got a Dick in the studio. And then, hey, if you're on live and you see him, we getting there, but yo, we got Neo. We almost got a Neo. We got a Neo in the studio. Look at him. But introduce yourself to the people.
What up, cut ups? I go by the name Taz. I'm the host of a YouTube channel called Smoking Legal. I have a couple of my own strains. I have one Taz's Gift. It's a sativa. Taz's Pillow Talk. It's an indica. I also have a Delta 8 strain called Taz's Vibe because it's a whole vibe.
All right.
And you know, I'm glad to be here. I'm blessed, black, highly favored, jitty.
Best, blessed, black, and highly flavored. I ain't never heard that one.
We ain't even recorded, y'all.
Okay.
I don't know. I just go.
I know.
Let's get it.
We're live on Facebook on mine, so we're gonna say hi on that.
Hey y'all.
All right.
We gonna switch it up. We just gonna we wanted to give y'all a little bit. We don't want to give y'all a lot. We just want to give y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when you just stick the tip in. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sorry. All right. I'm gonna try to make it.
Two phone shawty.
Cause I was trying to make it towards your angle. I can do that, I guess. But it's on my live, so people. Yeah. All right. We ready?
We ready. We got the topic. Taz, you ready? Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
You ready? Okay. I kind of hear it when we might have to turn the air off. We might need to turn the air off.
Hold on, y'all. We're gonna turn this off. Yeah. I think
we
move the fan out that way.
Yeah.
'Cause it's gonna-
Let's put the fan up the door. So that way it's not blowing. Here, will you take the fan
Okay.
and then put the fan in the hallway? Do you have? I can't give you the extension cord because I got the extension.
We're gonna make it work like this.
Okay.
If I can find one over here. Oh, there we go. Boom. There we go.
Well,
It's a difference in here already, though.
yeah.
As far as the feel, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And honestly,
that's the best I can do
That'll work.
without the stitching cord.
Oh, let's go, G.
Yeah, that'll work.
Make a move.
A little bit of sound in the back ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's hot, y'all. Shit, we in the hood. We in the little old honeycomb
Hey, y'all.
hideout. Shit.
Y'all getting first looks in the studio.
And
The outsider.
And this is just real life. You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
This is real life, man. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know how sometimes you gotta throw that fan.
Hey, got to.
I be
It's hot outside. Shit, it's 90 degrees.
I ain't finna be hot. I ain't trying. Let's go. Welcome to Two Chicks and a Dick podcast, where a group of dope individuals come together and have unfiltered conversations about any and everything. I am Miss Wells, aka Oprah Diddy. You guys can follow me on Instagram at It's Just Miss Wells.
And I'm your girl Rachel J, your socialite. You can follow me on IG at RAJones31. Facebook is Rachel A. Jones. And of course, every week we bring you guests. We have Dick in the studio.
Oh, we good, Dick.
We got
Oh,
Dick.
We got good
Dick. You know what? I was talking to an older female once, and she told me, no, that's not good, Dick. That's penis. You got penis. I said,
Penis.
Okay. I'll accept that.
You know,
Okay.
Good when a motherfucker call
We
penis.
call it penis. That's like calling it vagina. But okay, we'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
So introduce yourself to the people.
What up, cut ups? I go by the name Taz, and I review shit on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Smoking Legal. It's where I review all cannabis products, CBD, hemp-derived products, THC-derived products. My Instagram is Taz_is_THA, the number 1. So it's Taz_is_the 1. Fuck with me. I'm a Nashville native, born and raised and glazed. I work 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. Yeah.
Anytime we bring a guest, we have
They got a dope ass intro.
You know what? This weekend,
We gotta figure this shit out, cause this Rachel J and Oprah Diddy shit
Yeah, we thought
just
it was
sound
good.
all bland
No, it
and
works.
shit.
That works. I just
Nah.
be talking
Like,
Shit.
you done came in with a whole intro. We had a group in here, like, they got a whole, they vibing off each other, like, pianos and shit. Like, we gotta step our shit up. But okay, y'all gonna get this Rachel J and Oprah Diddy until we figure this shit out.
Follow me on Instagram at It's Just Miss Wells, because y'all know that's where I'm at.
And then every week, you know how we do it. We have a topic out the topic jar. I tell you every week, it is our opinion. This is our truth. We are no doctors. We just telling you how it comes out and how we dealt with it.
How it is.
This is how it is. So this week in the topic jar, how do you know when it's time to leave someone alone?
Well, for lack of a better word, I would have to go with what the old song was, when the thrill is gone.
Come on, BB King.
When the thrill is gone, and I mean by that, I think that as hard as a topic that it is, you can kind of tell when you're not feeling somebody no more. Now that's difficult. Well, that part is not difficult, but difficult is letting the other person know that you're not feeling them.
So let's rewind, because real quick, I always have to bring it back. Are we talking about dating, or are we talking about we're in a committed relationship? Or are we just going to answer it for both sides?
We need to hit that on both ends.
On dating, I think it's easy because there's not a whole lot of feelings involved.
But I said it before, though. Everybody don't have that right definition of dating tag. So, like, people put titles on it when they think they're dating, when actually you're dating. You might be dating multiple people, but some people are like, oh, we dating. That's my boyfriend.
Well, I think we need to be honest, though, because when I am single, if I'm dating, I specifically say that, hey, I'm dating, meaning that I might go out with someone else. Like, we're going out right now on this Thursday on this date or whatever we're doing for lunch or dinner, but I'm dating, so I might go out. Don't get mad if you see me next week
Fuck
somewhere.
all of that. You introduced yourself as good dick shouty.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you slinging good dick,
you're going to have to start thinking.
We go together. I'm sorry.
And that's why she would be one of the ones that you got to figure out how you can or you would have to figure out how to leave the situation.
I want to just speak for the advocates of the bitches that's getting good dick, because sometimes I feel like y'all overlook the fact that when you hitting the bitch crazy button on a consistent basis, and then you're like, but don't catch feelings though.
Let me ask you this though. So if a man is giving you his truth, you're still gonna take it upon yourself to judge what the relationship is. So even though I'm giving you good dick, but I'm telling you, shout it. This is not a one-on-one thing. This is not a.
I can only speak for me. No, I won't take it. Like, if we are completely honest and open and communicating. No, I understand what we going into this with. Trust me. Like, I'll probably bring the conversation up, but others don't. They hear what they want to hear. Especially if you still and you still pounding their guts in.
It like, I feel like you can fuck a person.
Right.
And then you can fuck a person. You know what I'm saying? And when you give them, like, when you take it from, like, we just about to smash to, I'm in here giving you all of my tricks and trades of this shit.
So you saying you hold back? Because I don't know how to hold back. I'm gonna give you good dick. I'm going to fuck you like we fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest. The first time we fucked, I'm fucking you like we've been fucking. Okay. I'm not about to. Well, I ain't gonna hit it with it. I ain't gonna really do that because no. I'm trying to. Like,
okay.
I don't want you talking about me afterwards. Like, oh, he ain't really. No.
I didn't say you need to bring your B game. I feel like when you bring your A game to the situation, then
you know what it is. I'm bringing my A game because I want yours. I want your A game. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna start off with that fire head. Cause guess what? I'm gonna eat that pussy the way I want my dick sucked. Cause I'm gonna eat the hell out that pussy to let you know what you suck the hell out this dick.
Well, you about to have a bitch stupid crazy.
You activating a bitch crazy and then being like, why is you acting crazy?
Ain't that golden rule? Don't you treat people how you want to be treated?
Yeah, like, I give it to you. Don't come with no half-ass shit.
Come on now.
But you have to have that communication.
That's the thing.
You gotta talk to that person, and if you can't talk to that person, then you need to leave them alone then.
Right.
The signs should come up then.
Or Miss Wells, after you get that good dick that first time, and he tell you that, look, this is not a
I'm not gonna fuck with you no more.
You might have to win and done.
It's been a couple of them that I've been like, you know what, this is not gonna go well. No, we're not gonna do
Then
that no
you like a
more.
one and done.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that no more. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I give you that perspective. I give you that one. I just wanted to speak from the people. You know, I try to look at it from all sides. I want to play devil's advocate.
You gotta give good dick and honesty. You gotta be real from the jump. Like, this is not a committed relationship. Even though we're taking it here tonight and gonna have sex and everything, I'm still going on my date that I had 2-3 days
Because that's what the
now.
fuck I'm gonna do.
I'm going on that
I'm
date.
going to do that.
It's not
I
nothing
don't
has
like
changed.
it.
Even though we just fucking suck shit out of each other, I'm going on that date.
I'm going on that date.
Okay.
But what if? What
If you're not dating, how do you know who's for you?
True.
If you're not
Okay.
dating,
Okay.
do you feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, Shorty might have that bomb ass sex, and you're like, okay, well, I guess we go together now, but you were supposed to go on that date. She was gonna be nice, and you need to see what's going on. You need to
You
date.
need to
You
dibble
have to
and
have
dabble. You
yeah.
need
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
But that's the
Understand.
point of dating. You're supposed to have options.
Talk now.
Like you,
Yeah,
I'm not talking
okay,
directly.
like that,
Yeah,
like
no, I'm
that.
not talking directly to Oprah Diddy. I'm just talking to people that still put that title on. Again, dating does not mean you're an exclusive any
Right.
type of
It does
anything
not.
with a
Right.
person.
Right.
It
right.
does.
And you have to have that option and tell people I have options,
And
or I
you-
plan on having an option.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I do think most niggas. Can I be me?
Oh, please.
You know
For sure. I do think that most
He done
niggas.
gave us dick and everything.
Right,
He
this
said
ain't
nigga
dick,
and want to
sucking
be
and
like, oh,
fucking
am I
and-
taking it too far?
I do think that most niggas don't go ahead and tell the truth. Like, most niggas will lie and be like, so are you talking to nobody else? And I come and answer just cause we used to lying is
Nah,
I ain't
baby,
talking-
it's
I'm like,
just
no,
you.
Don't nobody call my phone but you.
Uh-uh.
Knowing that when you leave, they finna return that text.
Don't do that.
You might not even
Don't
be
do that.
gone.
Right.
And ain't no
So
might.
You might
not
not
gone.
even be
No,
gone.
you need to be honest
You
and
gotta
say,
be honest.
no, I'm talking to different people. I'm talking to people. I'm dating.
I think you know what, and when you're clear in the beginning, then it keeps the bullshit down. When you're clear in the beginning,
Absolutely.
But you have to. It also goes with the person that you're trying to be clear with. You have to make sure that person is on the same, has that same way to communicate the way you do. So if I communicate like that, you know I'm a big communicator. Like I'm going to tell you up front. But if that person is not willing to receive it, then that you're not the
But
right
is that
person.
is that when you say not willing to receive it? Do you mean like they're
They
not willing
ignoring
to
what the fuck
hear
I'm
you
telling
saying?
you. I got options and got other shit going on,
Right, right.
and you didn't made in your mind is you
might
got
want-
this scenario.
we're together.
We're together.
right.
But
They
I
don't-
told you we. Now hold on, let me flip it like this though. Let me flip it like this. Y'all in a relationship. We together. How do you know then that it's like you
When it's
know
time to go?
what, this is we need to wrap it up.
I think one of the telltale signs of that is little shit starts getting on your nerves. Little shit starts bothering you. Like, he left his boxes on the floor. And yeah, that might be irritating, but now it's pissing you the fuck off.
you
Like,
0 to 100.
you coming to the house and you getting ready to take a shower. Everything clean in the house, but his boxes on the floor. You like, see that's what I'm talking about. This nigga here just nasty. His boxes all on the floor.
But see, that's
Yeah,
the convers. Then that should be a conversation.
No, and I'm not saying no. I'm saying it might have bothered you before,
Right.
Or he might have been on that type of shit before, but now little stuff starts to bother
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
yeah.
where
Yeah.
when everything was happy go lucky, it was
Oh, let me pick him up.
Let me
my
play
baby. My baby he be rushing. You might even
My poor baby be
Yeah.
rushing.
You might even call him. Be like, look at you trying to rush the work. You know you left your stuff on the floor. I got it up for you. But now I'm so sick of this shit.
Look, little bitch.
Look now you say, now you take a text.
Leave me here one more motherfucking time, little bitch.
Right. Now I'm getting a text message to say, don't take no shower over here if you're going to leave. I'm like, God damn.
But on the same token, playing devil's advocate, that is when a person starts showing you things like that, that is that person. So y'all need to have that conversation possibly in the beginning. Like, yo,
In the beginning,
everything is a honeymoon. Everybody got a honeymoon stage, but I might leave my boxes on the floor sometime.
Come on now.
And
Come on
you
now.
might get upset. Is that going to be something that you can deal with?
In the beginning, it's all fairy tales and
Fuck that. I don't, yeah, it's all fairy tales and it's giggles and smiles, but I need you to be real. I need to know the real
Tell the
you.
truth up front.
Yeah, because if I'm
Tell
gonna
the
do
truth
this,
up front.
I need to know what I'm really gonna get.
I also think the sex becomes less intimate.
Oh, definitely.
Go deeper on that.
Meaning that
Go deeper.
the
Go deeper.
Your
pain focus.
But moving
With
hands.
the
So
pain.
don't be giving me them hands. Don't be giving me hands, cause
Crazy button. That's the
crazy button.
crazy
But
crazy
so
button.
he's allowed the crazy one because now she's telling you.
Bitch.
She's telling you.
Stop.
Like, don't do
it.
that. Don't do that.
Don't
to
do
me.
that.
But then your ass like, nah, man, move these motherfucking head.
Put your legs big.
I tell you what, you keep pushing me. You keep putting them hands on me. You push it. Oh, that must mean you want that dick in that.
It's out. Ain't nobody
You see what I'm talking about?
Y'all listening?
You see what I'm
Do
talking
y'all
about?
hear this shit?
And then when you trying to be like, we don't need to do this shit no more, and she is like about to fucking flip the table over, now you kind of understand. Not that's not the entire reason,
Activated her crazy.
but you have activated this shit.
Y'all forgetting about the communication part.
If I'm calling that communication,
She ain't hear that
I thought it was all about communication. It was all about
It
communication.
is. It depends on the person too. On the same token, because some women, like I said earlier, that shit go in one ear and out the other, especially if they fucking like it. Yeah, that's not yours. I'm not putting that on you. And because that is their fault that they've ignored it. But then doesn't that make it harder to leave the situation? Because now you didn't push this crazy button or whatever the case may be, and now
it's hard.
she's pushing back like, no, we can't. What you talking about?
That should be wild too.
That shit
Damn,
happens.
that's crazy. LOL.
Right.
We had a whole episode on that.
That should be happening.
That's crazy.
So
LOL.
do you have the conversation with the person and be like, I think we're growing apart. Do you try to fix it before you just be like, I need to stop fucking with you?
And I'm sorry.
I'm ready to talk about that.
You did tell me to go deeper.
Oh, yeah,
When
the
the
deeper part.
the sex becomes less intimate, meaning that when you're in a relationship with a person, yeah, you have sex. Sometimes it's quickie, sometimes it's real shit, but sometimes you have that intimate sex that you can tell y'all moaning in each other. It's the I love yous in there. It's the feeling. It's the we going from smashing to now we. I mean, it's gonna pick back up at different times, but you got those moments where like this is intimate.
Yeah.
This is us. This is you might say some shit like, we won right now, right? Like there's no separation between us. You feel what I'm saying? So when it goes from that to every time we fucking, it's really on some just we can fucking shit. The intimate shit done cut out, even though we love each other, but we not having that intimate sex like we used to. That's a sign like something's different.
Now, are y'all already in a relationship by that time?
You said
relationship.
Okay, relationship. Okay, yeah, this is relationship. Okay, so that's one of the things.
Like we used to be intimate, now it seems like we kind of just fuck.
Okay, that could be one of the things that possibly needs to come up or make a motherfucker leave.
Fact.
Is what we're saying.
I agree.
Okay.
But I think you was tapping in on something that I really
wanted
to kind of unpack.
I was really saying, do you have the conversation? Because depending on where you are in the relationship, or even let's take it out of all relationship, because you have a relationship in everything you do in life, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whatever. So do you, depend on where you are in the relationship and who it's with, do you have the conversations and try to give people opportunity to get their shit together before you just up and leave, or it's just like, I gotta go because this shit ain't working?
I'm a nerd. I care. Like, I'm one of those people that cares probably entirely too much. So I will give you ample opportunity to fix it before I'm like, this is a wrap.
You know what's crazy though, as far as about giving a person an opportunity to fix things? I guess if they have done something wrong, but also, I don't want you doing shit just because you know that's what I want.
Bam.
Yeah, don't do that. I need you to be yourself.
Now you're not being you.
Bam.
You're being this way because I asked you to be like. You feel what I'm saying? That's not natural.
And you're gonna end up resenting me in the long run because what you are doing is to make me happy.
And that's why you get motherfuckers who be like, man, she got me doing this. I don't even do that type of shit.
Okay, what did you do it for then?
But you feel what I'm saying?
So then, that's when you have, again, I'm just that type of person. You need to tell a motherfucker, that's not me. Don't go along with the shit. I was in a relationship and I told the person, I need you to be happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in this motherfucker happy because you just happy with me, because 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna be with your ass for too much longer. And then you trying to do all this shit to make me happy. You making yourself unhappy. I need to make sure that you're happy and you don't resent me. That was the one thing I told him. I don't want you walking away from this motherfucker resenting me or upset with me because you felt like I didn't did this to you. I need you to be like, okay, she taught me some shit, but this shit ain't where it's supposed to be.
Right.
I agree with you on that, but to piggyback on that, I feel like you gotta be in a real space to have real conversations with people.
That part.
And it makes people extremely uncomfortable when they have to admit that I don't really like you anymore. The
It's
dick's
hard.
it's really not for me no more. Or this conversation, you know what I'm saying? Our vibe, our whatever it is that used to be for me is no longer for me. People don't, give me that honesty. That's what I say. If I want to fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. If you come to me and you say we just fucking, and I want to fuck you, I will just fuck you.
Unless you're getting that good dick, you say.
No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you where it gets confusing at with that good dick, because you come in, we're clear that we are just fucking. We smash, and go. Then you come in one night and you like, I don't want to just smash. I'm about to get this bitch the business.
No, the smash is the.
No. Even you said it was.
It's two.
And
You
then
got two separate types. You have
No.
Bitch,
That's relationship.
he was talking about relationship.
That's relationship.
But that
Intimacy.
relationship dick will slip up in your sneaky links.
Facts.
It will.
Come on.
It will.
Right.
And
I
then you can't get mad at anyone but your fucking self, because
I done gave
but I
you
do
the
agree
thing.
with him though. If that's what you give, you don't know how to turn the shit off to give anything less.
I don't know how to eat bad pussy. I don't know how to eat pussy in a way that's like.
I don't know how to eat.
Well, right. I don't know how to do it in a way that's not my best. I don't know how to fuck you in a way that's not my best.
That's gonna make her say, "Oh, I can't fuck with him no more." Some
Right.
shit like that.
I'm going to look. I enjoy this shit. So I'm gonna do. Fuck you want me to eat this pizza like I want to eat a piece of cat? What the fuck? This is my
That's
favorite
why
food.
motherfuckers ain't said they leaving them. They can't, cause this type.
Also, saying you leaving makes you feel like a bad person because you know how much the other person is into you.
That
You
can happen.
see what
too.
I'm saying? Like,
But
the thrill is gone, but you know they really, really digging you. So
And
it's
you
like,
trying
damn,
to spare their feelings.
because I feel bad
You
because I
spare
know
their
she
feelings.
likes me, like
Yeah.
she likes or loves me more than I do her. So now I feel like asshole.
But
you gonna keep dragging it out,
And I'm
instead of
hurting you.
just
No, you
being
gotta-
an
you
asshole.
Yeah,
you gotta go ahead and say
You gotta be an asshole, because you're gonna hurt that person way more
By
if you
dragging
stay,
it out.
if you dragging it out, and then that crazy button for real will get pushed.
So do you were touching on something when you were like, when you no longer like it, or you no longer, it's something about the situation is no longer appeasing you, do you bring it to, like,
You have the conversation. Yeah, you do have the conversation, because honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. If you're dating someone that you really like y'all dating, this ain't just a we gonna fuck
Right,
type.
we
Y'all
together.
have now
We
invested a
together.
little time or whatever.
Right.
You gonna try to have that conversation with the person because you like them out of
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to
and you
fix it.
care.
And you care. Whether it just ends as a friendship or whatever, you're gonna have that. But if it's just something that we just doing and it ain't benefiting me nor you, me personally, I just move on. I just go on about my way. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be like, well, damn, I ain't heard from you. Why you just fall off? And then I might have a conversation then, but shit, I'll just back and just be like, You know, since it's a waste of fucking energy, because I know I'm not going to invest nothing else extra in this. So
Right.
the hell, that's just personally me.
Yeah.
But I will have the conversation if I like you, or we have something, or we pursue, or we in a relationship, to try to fix it. Now I'm only gonna let you fix it or try to fix this shit so many times, just like somebody would give me. I'm not gonna keep prolonging this.
And you
I'm
know
not
what?
gonna keep prolonging this.
Correct.
Eventually,
This shit's we're
one
gonna figure
of
this out.
us is gonna have to say, this is it.
This
Right.
is it.
I also think it's about timing of the conversation as well. Like, don't pick when something is going wrong or y'all having an argument to bring it up. Like, you know what? I really ain't been feeling this no way. And because sometimes you gotta ruin a good day. Do you feel what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, okay, today is a good day. Like, we've been enjoying ourselves today. We had breakfast, such and such. The mood is light, and I hate to dampen the mood, but hey, can we talk about something?
Yeah.
I haven't really been feeling. The mood is light versus when something is going on and something's already bad going on and you're in a mood, it can feel like a personal
And
attack.
it's gonna escalate, and you
It's
say
gonna-
shit.
that you didn't want to say, and now it is, fuck it, it's over, I'm out. Fuck it, I ain't want this shit no way.
I agree. I had to learn that.
Sometimes you do have to be, you got to be that guy that's gonna ruin a good day, or that female. How they say on the meme, you know, you got that perfect view, and a female to wait till right now to be like, so can I ask you something? Sometimes you gotta go ahead and do that.
But you gotta communicate.
Sometimes you gotta ruin a bad day.
And the conversation actually might go a little bit better.
It's going to, because the mood is different.
Right. You're not hostile.
So
Right. It's not personal now.
It's
It's
not
not a personal attack on me now.
Exactly.
Okay,
You're not
we're
saying
common
this-
ground. We
Right.
got a common
You're not
ground.
saying this because you're mad at
We're
me.
having a conversation.
This is actually a conversation. Now,
Yeah.
now you're telling me about
And
my boxes
sometimes
on the floor.
The sex might be immaculate after that.
No,
Oh,
it
come
probably
on.
will be. It's probably gonna be something.
No, sex ain't
So-
fun. Oh, we fucking after that.
So, how do you address the conversation when it's over? You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't hit that point where you like, I just feel like we talked and there's no changed behavior. So now what?
It's no. Don't do that. Don't do the so now what. We need to figure out. We either gonna go our ways or we gonna stay in this and really figure this out. Cause that so now what, it's just like we'll just continue to go along with the shit and just got comfortable, and then it just prolongs. Don't give me that so now what.
Okay.
I'm a fan of ending it before we hate each other.
I would agree 100.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Percent.
Even if it's getting to the point to where we're bumping heads and we're not getting along, but we don't hate each other yet.
Yeah.
Let's end it before we have that knockdown, drag out fight.
Yeah.
Of you cussing me, I'm
Bitch,
cussing
I
you.
hate
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I hate
You
you.
did this and I ain't like it. You did, but what about what the fuck you did?
Yeah.
I hate
And-
you.
You know what? Fuck it.
And then
Yeah,
some
I'm
shit.
not doing
When
that.
you
I don't
really
wanna
like
do
that-
And then
Y'all
some
When you
be
share.
alright.
Yeah, and then some
Yeah.
shit really comes up out of conversations
now.
like that because now you pull a shit or might say some shit now and it triggered me and
Now we just throwing
we
throwing
throwing
jabs.
jabs
Yeah,
down
Like
at
me
each other.
just
So let me go.
So you don't like me?
Oh,
Let me
and,
go.
and low blows.
I don't like
Low
you.
blow, yeah. And I don't like you for this reason or da 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 da. But also
Oh, bitch, I
even
told you I was dating anyway.
and that's what's gonna come out.
Now I gotta bust your windows
That's
out your car.
that's what's gonna come
Now
out.
I got
tell
to
you that.
go.
I did tell you that.
I always
You
need
can
it.
bust the windows out my car. I'm calling the police. You bust the windows. Bitch, I went 40 hours a week. I'm calling the police. I ain't got time
But
for jail or
also,
hell.
when you say leaving someone, it doesn't. I like to break it down. It doesn't necessarily like you are leaving them permanently. You might just need some space for the moment too. Now, when I say that, it depends on the relationship as well. So if y'all are in somewhere, y'all are in a tight relationship or whatever,
I love
you
when niggas
might-
say as well. When I get black people say as well, my heart just tingles. But you only get one a day though, so don't say it no more.
okay. So I gotta be conscious of that.
Yeah.
But
But that first one is so.
You
it
might
is.
need to leave the situation for the moment. You know, might need to go and
Give
separate
some-
just give some
right.
space, give
Give
some,
some
and then if you all can come back and reconcile, then it might be something still there. But doesn't necessarily mean you got to leave indefinitely because you got to learn how to miss people. See, sometimes people just be all up on each other so much you done crowded each other. You might need to leave the room, you might need to leave the house, or then in certain situations you might need to leave permanently.
Yeah.
But it's it's levels to it, if that makes sense.
Same thing that I just keep hearing through this conversation is be honest
You got to.
and communicate it.
Yeah,
Like that's the part. I'm a very blunt person, so I guess when I'm not feeling some shit, I can't hold it in or act like or pretend. I just be like, what's up? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the vibe in the room? What's going on? I'm kind of one of those direct people.
Yeah.
I can't sugarcoat shit. So when you dealing with people that I guess are not as direct or kind of like you said, where they like, but I think she loved me so much, I really don't want to tell her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's almost like a cheapskate on your part.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like-
definitely a cheapskate on that part, and I think that we also need to get away from the negative connotation of when people ask for space. You know, that's been turned into a very bad, like, you need some space. I give you space.
Yeah.
No, like,
It don't
space
mean
is
go
good.
fuck
Like,
off.
Yeah.
I would rather you tell me that you need some space for a day or two, so let me know that you're really thinking about it. You giving some thought to what's going on.
Yeah.
Versus, like, can we cool
But that
down?
comes with growth too, because
it come with growth.
when I was younger, the motherfucker be like, we need
Oh, you want
space.
some space?
I'm automatically,
Bye.
you ready to break up with me and
Bye.
blah, 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 blah. Now, it's like, yeah, we do. I might be the one saying, we need some space. You need to get your mind, you need to hit that reset button, revisit the terms and conditions,
Let me
Of
see if
this?
I, let me see if I miss you.
Let me see.
Let me see if I miss
Let
you.
me see.
Let me go 2 or 3 days without calling or seeing you, cause let me see if something's gonna kick in and be like, you know what?
But then motherfuckers get to the part like, well, since he not calling or she not calling, they doing some
Come
other
on.
shit. You know, it be so much
Come
in
on.
that.
With communication.
It's
That's
communication
trust,
and it's the growth and
the
trust.
growth. But the growth is all of that. The growth is the communication.
All
the growth
that.
is the trust.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And you're supposed to know who you fucking with.
You're
Like
supposed to
if-
know who you're fucking.
since we're talking about if it's a relationship, if you my gal, right? You my gal for a reason. So I'm not picturing my gal as the type of gal that if I ain't talked to her in 2 days, she fucking with a nigga. Cause you wasn't fucking with me like it. Like I knew what it took to get you as mine.
Right. So
and,
you
and
know
not
who
only
you
to get you
got.
on a date, but to get you to finally give me some, that's not gonna happen
Yeah,
in
you
3
know who
days.
you got.
So if you need some space for 3 days, I shouldn't be like, what are you doing? Oh, is your gal not who you thought she was?
Well, then don't use me as no motherfucking example.
Why give you the fuck somebody every 3 days?
First of all, I probably had 2, 3,
Yeah.
had multiple shit going on anyway when we first started.
Okay,
Before
okay.
I can figure out, is this
You
the
keep it
one?
back up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep
So
the situation
that's what I'm saying. But
continuing.
to his point, you got to know who you with. If you
Yeah.
know that person, then you know that space in 3 days, they're not going to have a
It's
full
not.
relationship.
Facts.
I was just saying, don't use me as an example, personally.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I can't.
I'm
Might
just talking
have.
shit.
Hey, live true.
I can't
But-
dispute any
This
of
is, this
that.
is a no judgment. Though. I don't judge.
Oh, no, I
Do your thing, and I'm not one of them that a gal can't be with different people and shit like that because I've had sex with a girl that made me wait 3 months, and it didn't last 2 weeks after that, and then I've also had sex with a girl in 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
and she ended up being my wife.
Wow.
You don't know.
You don't know.
No, you don't know. Like I've had.
You don't
What
know.
was the point of the 3 months? Since she was on a 3-month
No,
rule type thing, or y'all just waited?
It wasn't that it was a necessarily you're waiting 3 month type
Shit,
thing.
just
It was we talking. We had met at work, so now we talking. We go on a date or two,
okay.
and this month has passed by.
Oh, okay.
That quick.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
damn,
Oh, okay.
You look back, you like, damn, we've been talking for a month. I ain't had sex.
Oh, okay. Okay. It
You-
wasn't like she giving no 3
It was
months.
just.
Okay.
But it was 3 months. Like, damn, we just now having sex. We've been going out for 3
And
months.
I'm not saying nothing is wrong with the people that want to wait 3 months. That's on you.
But
And
But
it's
I
nothing
just
wrong
needed to
if you
clarify
want
it.
your
But
pussy
if
on
you
the
want-
first date.
But
There's
it don't.
nothing wrong
But
with
don't
popping
think
the
that
pussy.
3 months or that time
Yeah.
means that it's going to be
It
something.
doesn't,
Because like I
right.
said, it was 3 months. 2 weeks later, we don't even fuck with each other no more.
Yeah.
I was fucking with a girl for 3 days. We had sex on the 3rd day. This bitch came out. She my wife. She became my wife at one. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing.
It's about when a person really wants you, they gonna want
They
you.
want you.
Period.
They want you.
It don't matter how quick
They
you
want
fuck
you.
them. It don't matter how you fold the clothes. It don't matter how you
Whatever.
fry the chicken.
That's
it don't
who
matter
they
how you
want.
clean the house. You know what I'm saying? When they want you,
They
they
want
gonna
you.
want you. And when they don't want you, then you start having these conversations and situations to where you like, well, what are we?
How long do you wait, or is there? I guess it's just depending on the subject. How long do you wait before you decide to separate from that person? Say I gotta leave. Like, is it do you try to give it month? Like, if y'all understand where I'm coming from, is it like a time frame, or you as soon as you recognize something, you feel like you try to have a conversation, don't clear up, you gotta be gone.
They say a relationship never ends when it just ended. It's been ending for months.
It's
Like you don't just break up.
Right.
You've been breaking up.
You've been breaking
For a
up.
while.
Like it's been going
Yeah.
down. This
Yeah.
building has been coming down.
Right.
You know
And
what
we
I'm
have
saying?
just been trying to
We
redo
keep
this
putting a
foundation.
Band-Aid
We're putting a
on
band-aid
it.
or putting a
We
brick
keep
on
It's a
some
leak.
here.
You fix it.
Yeah.
But it's coming down though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's even been a point to where you knew we're not gonna be able to save it, but you keep trying.
You keep trying.
But you will still put everything under
Right.
that
Yeah.
to say,
Yeah.
but hold on now, hold on.
And you know it's
and
about to
you
come
know
down.
it's gonna come down.
You know
Yeah.
it's coming down.
You know it's coming down. At some
That's-
point, that's why I was saying you have to look at each other and realize that hey, we might want to get out of here before we crash.
Before
in this building.
crash.
Yeah.
You know, I have, for me, it's when I can't argue no more. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
gotta care to argue.
I can't
Yeah.
fuss no more. I can't. I'm not about to. We not about to do this no more. That's when I know it's time for me to say, hey.
Do you
let's
do it
wrap this
initially
up.
though? Like, so if it's disagreements, are you an argumentative person anyway?
No. So when I'm still in it, and I'm still invested, and I still feel like we have something worth fighting for, I will argue, fuss, and fight all day long. But when I feel like we're arguing, fussing, and fighting, and we're not having change behavior or change situation after it, we just keep looping back into that same thing. It's kind of like what Taz says. One of us is scared to say this is enough.
Yeah.
And one of us has to say, I'm not going to let you take me all the way down to this spot.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like when I get to that point where I don't want to argue with you no more. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't have anything else to say. That's when I'm like, we need to let this go.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, especially when it's you the one that has to say it, because in your head you're like, what if I'm making a mistake? What if I'm wrong? You know what I'm saying? What if we needed to fight a little bit longer? What if we needed to try, or maybe it was space. I just needed to back up off of you for 2 or 3 days.
But if it's meant to be, it's gonna always it'll come back around to you. You just probably,
I agree.
it might be that season that at that moment, that's what was supposed to happen in that moment.
I used to think that was some bullshit. I used to think that, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I think, but as like I said, with the growth, you realize that no, if it's meant to be, it will be. That's like we'll work our way back.
Y'all will come. You'll cross paths one way.
Crazy.
You cross paths one way or another, and it might not even. It's not how you see it. But that person might have served a purpose in your life for a certain season, and then they gotta come back for a different one, and then some shit manifests.
They have another assignment that they are responsible to go and do the same way that you do too.
Yeah.
Like, and if you stayed together when you was assigned to go do these other tasks, you would have never did it right.
And you both need to be growing, because sometimes you're
in the same direction,
and sometimes if the other person is not growing, your growth can hinder them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If we're both trees, if I'm growing and you're not, it's gonna come a time where I'm really just blocking the sun now. You can't even grow now. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
I can't even let you. It's nothing.
I'm actually in the way. That's why that if it's meant to be, it'll be. Because maybe if I leave this situation and allow you to grow, or force you to grow, because I'm out now, you're growing, and we meet back up, you're able to tell me, you know what?
When you left,
that's what that person said. When you left, that's what it. And then they can understand why you broke up or left, or it made them grow up.
Yeah.
It makes you. That's like when you have to let your kid's hand go, and you never let your child's hand go, but it just be like you gotta learn, or. Later on in life, your parents trying to get you to do one thing, you don't see it that way, but later on you understand why.
Well, I think you gave a good analogy when you said, as a parent, it's a struggle to let your child go when they hit that adulthood and they start being adults. But in that situation, we do. You know what I'm saying? I do have to release you into life and the world for you to figure it out on your own. It's the same in those situations, whether it's work situation, relationship situation, business situation. It's gonna get to a point to where you say, I can't hold your hand no more. Like I cannot do this with you anymore.
And I refuse.
You've got to do it. Because then it starts damaging you and who you are and your character
and now I'm
what you bring to the table.
Now I'm a crutch.
And
I'm handicapped.
They're fine the whole time. They good. And you broke the fuck down over here, barely hanging on, and they are
I'm handicapped.
fine.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the most painful feelings to me personally, to know that I love somebody this much.
Yeah.
That I'm willing to hurt me to help you, and you willing to hurt me instead of help us.
Yeah,
like I don't get it.
Because you're not, that person is happy because you're still there holding them up. The minute that you drop them,
it's a different feeling.
It's a different feeling. And then especially when you haven't had that conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
That this is where it's about to end. And I need you to be okay to go out here and do what you need to do to make you happy.
Because sometimes goodbye is not goodbye.
Right.
Sometimes
it's a see you later.
This motherfucker ain't saying nothing, then is you still here?
Because sometimes
like
You have
that.
to
You have to
Like,
show them. You have to.
You do.
Sometimes, like, I have to show you that word is bond. Like I was talking about. If I keep telling you that if you walk around with your shoes untied, you're gonna fall. You might think I'm stunning, so you keep on doing. I have to let you fall. Now I'm gonna be there to pick you up and fix the boo boo on your knee and everything. But I had to show you. I told you. Didn't I tell you? Then that person realized sometimes I have to leave you. Like when I'm telling you that, look, ain't nobody finna put up with this, Miss Wells. Ain't nobody finna put up with this mouth, this such. Oh, you think they is? Okay, I'm out. You get in another relationship, and then that's the same problem, and you realize, oh shit.
What they
It
said
is
was
right.
wrong.
It is what he said was right, because it's another person complaining about the exact same thing. Oh, it's me, bitch.
it's me.
It's me.
But then you have to sit now. You have to now the situation that he's talking about. That's supposed to help a person to get themselves together. But then you also have those people that's on the flip side that try to make you feel bad. Oh well,
Yeah.
if I leave, you know you ain't gonna get this, and that. Then if that's the case, then you just need to go. Cause I know it's others out there that will give me 10 times more than what you give me. You trying to make me feel bad to make it seem like you're the only one in this world
Right.
that's
right.
gonna be able to.
Well, I'm talking about situations that might be. Let's say you have a extremely spicy mouth. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm telling you, look here. Ain't
Cut
nobody
down.
finna be ain't no grown man finna be putting up with you belittling them,
Right.
Or not supporting them. You like whatever. We'll leave. Then I find okay. Then you get with somebody else. They're like, dude, you can't talk to me like
That's
that.
the constructive criticism that I'm talking
Okay.
about. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, you have those people on the flip side that try to belittle you and make you feel bad that they're leaving, or if they leave, or if you leave me,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna
be
ain't shit else
You
gonna be
ain't
out
gonna
there.
find out as good as me. Yeah. That's
Come
right.
on now.
You
That's
know,
what.
growth.
But I appreciate that constructive criticism because that makes you grow for real. If you listening to the
100%.
person,
That
what
shit
they're
come a big
saying.
edge.
So are you telling them this while you're pounding their penis in them, or
Yes,
are
absolutely.
y'all having this conversation
Yeah.
prior?
I'm a talker, so I'm talking all this up. We're gonna talk it out.
Well,
We're gonna talk
That's
it
why
out.
she doing. That's why she trying to push you off for her,
We're
but
saying
you're
this was
moving the
penis
hand.
and subject.
This is.
Y'all want another topic?
I just no, because this the shit, this real life nigga shit.
We have a joke.
So
It's
look.
real life nigga shit. Because this is how they like while the penis is inserted.
So y'all
Absolutely.
know that
Absolutely.
this has been like a journey for me.
Oh yeah, she learned something.
So like we've
All
been
the
in here
time.
since September, going
Okay.
through this process.
Okay.
And when we walked in here in September, I was like this sheltered, naive, just I was green.
I don't think you were naive. I'm not gonna put naive out there. I just say you probably were sheltered. And you were in your box.
spot.
You were
I
in
was
your
in my
safe
safe
zone.
zone. I was in my safe zone.
You weren't naive.
May the 25th, like I'm sitting on top of the goddamn safe box.
She learned some shit.
You know what I have learned through this podcast is just keep it real. Like that's the only that just keep it real. Like when you tell your truth and you be your authentic self, people are gonna love you for that.
True.
They're gonna gravitate towards you. The shit that you know is annoying or issues or flaws that you know that you need to fix,
Right.
the right people are gonna be okay with that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And they're gonna be able to work with that because they get it. You know what I'm saying? But I think creatives, not even creatives. I think it's just like people that are really out here, like living life and experiencing it from full. Like we want all the smoke. I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I want you to be true to me. I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to make me uncomfortable. I want you to challenge my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And change the way that I'm thinking. But I can't do that if I'm not around honest people.
Well, life is too short to sit here and not do that. Period.
Right.
But people are.
They are, but you have to learn how to accept what, like you say, walk in your truth and be around people that's gonna give you the same of what you're giving them. You don't have time for the other shit.
Like, don't half-ass it. Like, when you're not happy, tell them.
Tell
Tell me that you're not happy.
Right.
Because if you walking around telling everybody else that you're not happy, or when we getting into it or shit's not gravy, and now all of a sudden you unhappy, really is that my fault if you never told me and gave me the ability to fix it?
Or you're staying. You're not happy.
But like we won't go back,
You stay.
and you stay. You're
And
not
you
happy in a
keep
situation
staying.
because you're comfortable and you still loving that person, and
Okay.
you are too scared to step outside your comfort zone or step out and worry about, oh man, am I gonna find somebody else or am I gonna hurt them? Then you stay, and now you still in a situation where it's just like, I'm
You
not
still
happy, but I
hurt.
don't want. You hurting yourself.
You still hurt.
You're really hurting yourself. Like you need to, but it's easier said than done because some people
Yeah.
just can't. They don't step out like that. It sometimes it takes so much before they are.
It's almost like you let it break you, like Taz said, before you really get to that point to where you say it's enough.
Right, because you
It's
don't know,
already
you
went
don't know
too
how to
far.
bring it up during a time where it's not beef going on.
Beef going
But when
Right.
it's beef going on, you ready? You fuck it now. It's ready to
Your
go.
mouth going.
Yeah.
Yeah, mouth. And you know what? Let's go ahead. I was done with this anyway. Let's like that. And now the other person can almost feel a bit surprised. Like, whoa, where did all that come from? You done? You been feeling? Whoa, you didn't say nothing.
Right.
Now
You didn't say anything.
you hadn't said. We ain't had nah conversation. Now it's just. Oh, I've been getting on your neck. That's why you know how motherfuckers. Oh, I've been to. Okay, oh, you been not fucking with me. Really, but you ain't said nothing.
Yeah. Don't. But
That's bullshit. In my college phase, if you know you don't fuck with me and you still fucking with me, you the worst kind of person in my
But like
fucking
you said, we're saying worst type, but at the same time, like you said, they might just don't know how to.
They may not.
They don't know how to say
That's
it.
still, you know, we grown.
That's why-
and a lot of people
We grown.
women mostly want you to read their
Oh.
mind.
Oh, and can we
They
say
want
this?
you. They want you to figure out what's going on. Then they bring it up. No, say what's wrong with you. Then
Right.
Let's
so
talk about that shit right now.
Let's talk about
Right
this
here.
shit. And if you need your moment to get your words together, because I know I can say some fucked up shit.
You got 10 minutes.
Let me get your moment. But people, especially a lot of people, like, well, you should have known that I was feeling this. How?
Because like you said, we grown. But let me say this, and an older dude said this to me. I think it's been sticking with me. Grown don't mean growth.
That part.
Grown ain't
Somebody
growth.
else said that too.
Grown ain't growth. You grown at 18. That ain't growth. You grown at 21. That ain't
I
growth.
have to get
That
you
ain't growth. You can be 42. You grown as shit, but that don't mean you done grown.
You done grown.
You
Really
got the
same
growth. You
shit.
still on some fuck shit.
Same
You
shit.
You
still-
feel, now I'm expecting that of you because of your age,
Mhm.
but
And real shit though, something that I've noticed is that I've met some men that are extremely great professionally, you know what I'm saying, community wise, they hitting all of them corners, but when it comes to the relationship aspect, they like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, you can't make a
It's
good man
because-
out of me, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
I love.
I'm a
hoes.
dog. I'm a
I'm
dog.
addicted
But
to
they-
money.
And they know, like, in
But
every
they're
other
telling you that too, I'm
aspect of
sure.
their life, they're like, I can perform well in my
Yeah.
job. I can take care of my children. I can go in the community and be a good example. But I can't commit to a bitch for shit.
But
I met a
I
lot of men
respect. But
like
I
that.
respect you more if you,
If you
come,
say it.
If you say some shit like
If
that.
you say it and you not on the flip end,
Right. Or if
living
you
a different
right.
lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I can't respect you on that.
Yeah.
I
like,
respect you if you gonna be 100 with me from jump. Or let me say this: it don't even have to be like shit transpires over time, where I know that you're gonna communicate that shit with me.
But you know why
Yeah.
women are so confusing? Because, like you said, you can accept the conversation, the truth of a person telling you, right? And Miss Wells said she can accept it, but if the dick good, that don't mean shit. That conversation, that me telling you the truth and all of this, all that don't mean nothing. I ain't busting the windows out your car. And you're like, well, goddamn.
What's the fine
There's a
line?
line with that.
What is
There's
it?
a
You gotta say the
fine
fine
line.
line.
What is that line?
You have to
Because-
say the fine line because see, there's some people out there, some women that does feel that way where he's coming from.
Yeah.
How you're saying, not commit, but tell me and I can handle it, right? So on one end, I'm thinking, word, I've dealt with her, and I remember when she was like, tell me I can handle it, and she really could. So the next person, I'm telling her, I don't know if she's gonna be able to handle it or not until I come
But
outside
in
my
this
windows.
situation-
Now my windows is busted, and I'm outside like, and you're like, bitch, don't play with me. I'm like, I told you, fuck that. I literally told you. But who was the author who says, I think it was Maya Angelou that said, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe him for who they
I
are.
told you what it was.
Believe them.
Why did you not believe me? And I'm telling you.
What's the fine line for you though?
So when I'm just like, okay, let me stop.
Right, because despite how
Right.
fucking
So,
good the dick
Okay,
is.
so here we
Because
are.
good dick is out there, just like pussy is
Come on now.
out there.
I can
What's
do
out there?
I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can fuck with somebody, it could be amazing. You know what I'm saying? We can have an awesome vibe. Like we can really, really be kicking it, and I can get up and go home and do that with no emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's the times when we come in here and we supposed to just be fucking, and you give me the intimate side of you. You like tell me, okay, I know we supposed to just be fucking. We supposed to keep this shit breezy, but now you want to come fix the water heater, or
No,
you
I
want to,
absolutely do not.
you want to hear about my bad day,
No,
or
I don't.
you know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to
Like,
hit none of that, but I do want you to tell me it's coming though.
See-
Or you want to come over and see
I am
shit
gonna
like
say
that.
that. I am gonna say that.
I was
in
saying,
your-
I
am gonna
had a
say that
whole
in
fucking
your
different
ear.
thought
I'm
that I was
gonna-
about
I'm gonna
to
say that in your ear, but I'm gonna tell you that we dating too though.
But I like that though, because I'm gonna say some nasty shit to you like that too. But when I get up, that don't mean that we go together.
Come on now.
Because I done told you that I want to come in your mouth and blah blah blah. No,
We is being this is
like don't get up to
This
shit.
is
I
both
think I
not
want to
wrong.
be with. No, because I didn't say that.
Right,
give me 30
Even if
seconds.
even if we spend the night together
Come on now.
and we cuddle,
Come on
we might
now.
got a vibe. I get it, but that does not mean that we're in a relationship.
It don't mean we're in a relationship, but I think you can only go down that slippery slope for so long
See,
before
she's
it
saying this is slippery
starts.
slope whether it's truth involved or not.
No,
Whether
no,
you
no,
told
no.
her what it was or not.
No, that's not what I'm saying. When you tell me truth and you tell me that I'm single, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I'm single, and you're not giving me the intimate, committed part of you. I can leave it at we just fucking, and that's
No matter
good
how
dick.
good the dick is, right?
Yes,
That-
no
but
matter
that-
how good the dick is, I can draw a line. But when you start pulling my emotions into it, and you got that bubbly feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's not just I'm coming over here to get my rocks off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming over here because you're making me feel good on the inside.
That's
like,
a rule to the that's an exception to the rule, because some don't do that though. That's what I'm saying. I can give you that, but some they crazy button gonna be pushed the
now,
minute you
some
put the
of
tip
them
in.
are, yes. And
No
I
matter
feel
what the
sorry
fuck you
for-
telling them.
for that, 'cause,
Right.
you
And
know,
I don't-
I get that part. I get that part. Some bitches and niggas, because
And some people may not even be sex. Like somebody might actually just be attracted to you and just be like they really like you, and then you still have to have communication lines there too, because you need to understand that this may not be what you think it is in your head.
I try to
And
be
you're right.
very
This is not
clear
this
in
is
the
not a
beginning.
strictly a woman trait, because it's niggas. I got homies that done been with a gal, and then next 2 weeks, man, I'm like, cuz, dude, you just went like, why was you over here knocking on her door? Cause she was nigga. You
Why?
can't do that. You the one told me y'all just fucking, and you at her door because she ain't asking for shit. No, she know she better quit playing. Bullshit. Like, nigga, no, you're bullshitting.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So it's not just a woman.
No.
Maybe some men-
Niggas do that. Niggas be like, cuz, you did what? And I love being, see, I'm cool, right? So I'm usually the nigga that the niggas tell that they done some dumb shit. They like, you feel me, cuz? I be like, I absolutely don't. What did you do?
Because they don't sense you lying.
No, I
you
don't.
cannot.
I don't feel you. But what did you do?
You don't
was
understand
knocking on
that
her
shit.
door, cause what? It was 2:00. She went answer the phone. Yeah, she know how we get. Cause y'all, it's not a relationship. In fact, you say it so much when you get ready to holler at another bitch like shit. Man, me and her, we ain't really nothing like that. I can do what the fuck. She
feel
don't
a
run
certain type
shit,
of way.
nigga. I got.
Yeah, but feel a certain
But
type
you
of
out
way.
here too, like,
Now you knocking on the door.
Now you're knocking on the door, and that's the domestic case.
Mm.
Because you brought your ass over here,
See?
and then nobody tell you to pop up at my
See?
motherfucking
I
house.
just
See?
feel like don't catch feelings. That's
Don't
like
catch. It's easier said than done.
It is
right now.
easier said. It's much easier said than done. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a thug most of the time, but
Right.
I'm not gonna lie and say everybody that I lay down with or whatever. I just be like,
I love you.
that part.
It's
I love
not.
you. I don't. And then I'm not. If I'm vibing with somebody and we just kicking it, I'm not sitting there like the first night. Don't catch your ass no feelings. But we do eventually have this conversation. Like
We do have this
we do
conversation,
have this
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what we got going on is whatever, blah blah blah. But we'll just see how shit go or whatever you decide to say. But it does come up.
Look,
Right.
at 36, that's what I'm all about. Like, tell me up front what it is. Again, if you got a wife, I I've got some rules. So let me say this correctly because
Run these rules down.
I don't
got a wife.
no bullshit.
You got a
Come on,
boyfriend.
come on, these 10 commandments.
Old Toya, if you had a wife, girlfriend situation, that was not my problem. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to be that. I hate to say that, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's your wife. That's your girlfriend. That's your situation.
That's the old Toya.
And that's the old Toya.
Okay.
And you know, I feel like that's for you to take care of.
Yeah,
Like, if your bitch calls me, I'm gonna tell her you need to talk to your man. Like, I'm not about to argue with that. That's you. You know, the grown, mature Toya, I don't fuck with people's husbands. Outside of that, the rest of that, if your nigga is not committed to the situation,
it's not your job to be.
I'm supposed to make your
Yeah,
nigga be
yeah.
committed to the situation. I think that's something that you and your nigga need to work on. And if me and your nigga is talking, and I done told your nigga this ain't what it is, we cool, we can fuck around. It sounds like you and your nigga
Y'all
need to
have
do a
the
little
issue
bit of
that you
better
need to
communication
figure out.
on what's
I'm
going
under the impression
on.
that everything is out the door until you're married. Don't none of that shit matter until you're married.
Until that's
Like,
my
until
husband.
married.
You could have been together for 14 years and y'all
Single
never got married,
until
break up,
married.
and he on somebody or she
Single
on
until
I
somebody
don't fuck
else.
with nobody's husband.
Right.
I
It's
won't
different.
do that. I won't do that. But your boyfriend is your boyfriend.
I would not fuck with nobody's wife because niggas will kill you about their wife.
Man.
She been the one out here.
She be the
whole-
one that
yeah.
initiated the shit to be out here
I
doing
don't
all
like
But
the
I don't,
things.
I, don't, I don't even got time to answer for them problems.
I don't want to
Yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, and the flip side of that, if you're in a situation, I would expect for you to make sure that your situation is taken care of if you're stepping out. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to handle that, you probably don't need to be fucking
But then
around.
again,
You know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
you don't need to be fucking around. But on the same token, if you took the initiative to step out, you clearly didn't give a fuck about what
About
was
how
going
your
on
partner
at home
felt.
or at all. So again, that's not my problem. When I tell you, when you get home, that's your problem to deal
Because
with.
you know it's a
Yeah.
possibility.
It's a possibility. You said yes, let's move forward with this. So
Yeah.
that's your issue. When you leave me, that got shit to do with me. So don't bring me them problems. I won't bring you those problems.
Exactly. Vice
That has
versa.
nothing
If
to
it's
do
on
with
me.
it.
I'm not gonna have you answering.
'Cause 9
situations
times out of
and
10,
questions about
I'm
what
not the first
doing.
one you did this shit with, and I'm not gonna be the last one. So
Damn.
it's some shit going on at home that y'all keep covering up
Yeah, that
or
ain't
building
got nothing
bricks
do with me.
to, and they ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah, I mean,
You need to leave if
it's
that's
a
the
hard
case.
pill to swallow, but at grown, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I can't make you committed to your situation. Only you can do that. And if you was committed to your situation, you wouldn't be entertaining.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and that's
Sure.
no bash on her, you know what I'm saying? And that's vice versa. If it's me in a relationship and my nigga is stepping out doing something odd, I'm not gonna go to her and be like, why is you fucking my nigga? I'm gonna go to my nigga and be like,
That's-
what the fuck wrong
Right.
with you?
Right.
Why didn't you come in here and tell me what was wrong? You wanted your dick sucked a different way? I didn't cook the
Right.
chicken right?
Don't
Like,
check me, check your gal, nigga. Like,
Check-
don't come at me about your gal. Come at your gal.
Check your partner.
Check the other.
Check the other
Check the
person.
partner.
Check the other, because I'm only going along with.
What
I
they
will
told
allow
me.
what they
Thank you. What you
allowing
allowed me to do.
I'm just doing what they gave
Because
me
I've
the
seen,
green light on.
I done seen niggas get at other niggas, and the nigga be like, dude, I ain't know nothing about that. Like, I ain't know she had no nigga.
She didn't even tell me.
And the nigga still don't care. Well, nigga, you know now,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, come on now.
Dude,
That's stupid.
that
You
was-
mad at me?
Stupid
I
as
didn't,
fuck.
I didn't know.
That's stupid as hell. And I get so upset when the female
And
comes
she,
for the
and she
female.
with me so much.
I didn't know she had nobody.
Come
The
on.
fuck?
I ain't know she yours or mine. She fucking you in. Nigga, she over. Nigga, she's
Hours.
scheduled.
She over
to
here
this.
6 days a week. Nigga, she's
I
here
didn't
one
know.
day a week.
So when she told me she didn't
Wait,
fuck with
wait.
nobody, I believe
Huh?
it.
Where you at though?
Where you
She
at?
over here
Ni-
6
Right.
out of the 7.
So either
Where
y'all,
you at?
some shit
Just
y'all
tell me
got
out
going
the
on that
Right,
y'all
right,
are
right.
not telling the people about.
Come on, we just telling the truth. That's why I say in relationships, if you're in a relationship and you stepping out, then it's kind of like shit happened. But I also feel like that ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be married one day, so that's the only reason why I'm like I don't want to fuck with nobody's husband, because I want to be married one day.
That, but your
the
marriage still
husband,
can. Your marriage still can come no matter. Like I'm not condoning that, but if it's meant again, if the stars are lined up to be, that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's
That's
just
the
because
whole
you don't even know what the
superstition
right.
shit.
You don't even
know
know what this
I'm saying?
person gonna bring in, and you might be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, and then that person's still with the fuck shit or whatever the case may be. So you can't. I don't feel like it's
I'm
looked
not
upon
saying
like that.
It would stop me from being. It would stop
You just
me
don't
from
want the
having
shit to
that.
happen to you.
Right. I don't want to put the karma in the atmosphere for that to come back to me.
Mm.
Now, have I ever dealt with somebody that's married? I have. And on the flip side of it, I felt really bad because as a woman, the only thing that I kept thinking is, God,
What if it
damn,
happens to me? Yeah.
that's got to be a humbling type experience when.
I depend on the situation.
Uh,
Depend on the I've dealt with someone that was married too, but the situation was so fucked up. And
there's green passes in there too, because I feel like at some point in a marriage, you can only give and do so much in your marriage to make it work to where your partner really does have.
Am I condoning it? No. But I know firsthand that the situation was fucked up. So, shit just happened. But, your karma gonna come back to you. However, it's gonna come back to you regardless.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then shit, I don't
That's why I
look
just
at
try
the
to be
karma.
a good human. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't like you no more. I just be like, look.
I'm not fucking.
Let's stop. You know what I'm saying? When shit not going right, I'm one that's like, something is off. Let's talk about it. Let's fix it. Let's address it before it becomes a small thing becomes huge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's talk about it. But I'm also real. So if you tell me the truth, then I can respect you no matter how the situation goes. But if you lie to me and you're deceitful, then it's just like it ain't no fixing that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at that point we need to just.
So we all have agreed that it's a communication thing. That's always the key to anything. It's communication. You gotta just be honest and let the person know what's going on, and then you gotta talk about your shit. So if it's time to leave, y'all need to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Don't prolong the shit. Don't prolong the shit.
Go ahead and have the conversation.
Have the conversation.
And sometimes you gotta ruin a good day.
You gonna have to. I like that though. Like that'll stick. You have to ruin a good day, and that doesn't mean the day is gonna be bad. You just gotta have this conversation.
It's just so much better than doing it when it's already a heated thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where if you've had a good lunch or y'all in a good conversation space and y'all are conversating, go ahead and take it there.
Right.
And let it out of what's been frustrating.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree.
I agree. I can't. Well,
hey, this shit was fun.
We welcome you back. We want you to come back anytime. We like to have good penis.
We bring dicks in here so we can get a whole nother perspective.
Yeah.
I mean,
we accept all dicks, but
big ones, little ones,
when it's good penis.
I'm gonna be.
He gets to come back twice.
He gets to come back twice because he didn't. Well, it was the first interaction, so he came a little bit, but we did the fully.
It's hot in here,
That first edition one,
But if that test round was successful, be like, okay, let's see what we can.
Let's try to do it again.
Yeah, let's make sure this shit wasn't luck.
So tell the people one more time before we get up out of here where they can find you at and follow you on your YouTube.
Once again, my YouTube channel is Smoking Legal. I go by the name Taz. My Instagram is Taz_IS_ the 1THA1. And I'm from Nashville, Cashville, working 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. I know this is y'all podcast, but I always end by saying let's keep it positive and keep it pushing. Self-love is the best love. If you haven't heard the words I love you today, then please get to the closest mirror and tell yourself, self, I love you, self. Because you can't love anyone else or expect anyone else to love you if you don't love yourself. You dig? Salute. Oh, shout out to God.
Oh, thank you. That's a good thing right there. That's like
love is the best love. You dig?
That's like a Tabitha Brown ending right there. He got his own thing going on.
Keep it real with you.
And of course, I am Rachel J, the socialite. You can follow me on IG at RAJones31, Facebook at Rachel Jones, and of course, follow the podcast page, Two Chicks and a Dick Podcast. Subscribe on all podcast platforms.
Yes. Follow me on Instagram at It's Just Miss Wells. Y'all can look me up on Facebook too, Latoya Wells.
And as always, we want to thank you for tuning in to Two Chicks and a Dick Podcast, where a group of dope individuals came together and had unfiltered conversations. Follow us on all social media platforms at Two Chicks and a Dick Podcast. New episode every Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with the topic out of the topic jar. And on that note, we're going to say goodnight, folks.
Good night, folks.
Salute.
And just like that,
Oh, this shit is dope, y'all.
we're done. It's hot.
It's hot. We're gonna have to figure
Oh,
out a way.
bitch, we gonna have
Salute.
this little air
We gonna
conditioner
have to.
going in the background.